Hey, what's up, guys? How you all doing? I think you are doing well. Today we will able to see exercise 1.3 and exercise 1.4 of NCERT class 10th maths. Now see, you can also read the first question here, and the question is telling that prove that root 5 is a irrational number, which of course or generally comes for 3 marks in a CBSE board exam. Now you can write it as root 5. Assume root 5 is a rational number. Now you can write as root 5 is equal to a upon b. Square of both sides. 5b square is equal to a square, which simply means b square is equal to a square by 5. As you know, 5 divides a square. Similarly, 5 divides a, which is our first equation. Now I am going to read this. Now b square is equal to a square by 5. Assume a is equal to 5c. Then b square is equal to 5. A is equal to 25c square is equal to 5, which simply means c square is equal to b square divided by 5. Now this is our equation. Now I'm going to erase this. Now you can write it as 5 divides b square. Similarly, 5 divides b. As you know, a number when get divided by another number, then both two numbers are its factor, its multiple, or its divisor, or the same number. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Or assumption wrong. Please don't go on my writing. Wrong. Hence, prove root 5 is a irrational number, which generally comes for 3 marks in our board examination. Now you can see the question here. We should have to prove 3 plus 2 root 5 is a irrational number. As you know, it is one of the most easiest question. I am telling. 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a upon b. I am directly writing this. Assume this is a irrational number, then add a upon b form, then it became in the form of a upon b, where a and b are composite numbers. Now, as you know, directly write root 5 is a irrational number. Square both sides. 3 3 is 9 plus 2 2 is 4 20 plus 12 root 5 is equal to a square divided by b square. Now simply take these all things to this side. Now I am erasing this and writing this here. Take all these things to 29. Then it became a square by b square minus 29 upon 1. Yeah. Or divided by 12 upon or divided by 12. Then root 5 is equal to this number. Then this number, irrational number equal to rational number. Hence prove this is also a irrational number. Now you can solve the third question. Now we are moving towards exercise 1.4. The exercise 1.4 is telling, you can also see the question here. Without actually calculating, performing the long division, state whether the following rational number will have a terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating decimal expansion. Terminating and non-terminating. The number which have either 2 either 5 or 2 and 5 both in its factor, that number is known as terminating. And the number which don't have either 2 or either 5 or both, then that number is known as non-terminating number. I am writing the question, and if it is terminating, I am writing T, or no, if it is non-terminating, I am writing not N. First, 13 upon 3125. You can also see here 5 in this terminating. The second question is like 17 by 8, terminating number. Third one is telling 664 divided by 455. But you should have to remember this thing. Firstly, that the number have 2, 5 or 2 and 5 both. But it have only this number. Not this is non-terminating number. Because when you factor this, the factor of this number is 5 into 7 into 13. When you firstly divide it by 5, it became 12.8. And when you divide by 7, then it became non-terminating number. Simply. Now I am solving another question. You can see here, I am only reading the question and telling. You can read this question here. 15 upon 1600, terminating. 29 upon 343, non-terminating. 23 upon 2 power 3 and 5 power 2 is terminating. And the seventh question, 129 divided by 2 square 5 power 7 and 7 power 5 is non-terminating number. And the eighth one, 6 upon 15, which is non-terminating number. And the another question, 35 by 15 is non-terminating number, sorry. And the last question is 17 by 2010. You still have to comment this question in your comment box. Thanks for watching. Thanks a lot.